Greetings, fellow explorers of the unconventional. Have you ever stopped to wonder why Sigma males are such a captivating mystery, especially when it comes to women? Today, we're unraveling this enigma piece by piece. Unlike the typical alpha or beta, Sigma males don't play by the usual social rules. They're introspective, fiercely independent, and carve their own path through life, finding peace in solitude rather than in the pursuit of validation. This unique independence makes them both irresistibly intriguing and hard to pin down. They don't conform to trends or seek validation from the crowd. Instead, they craft their own path, driven by personal ambition and quiet self-assurance. Their ability to seamlessly blend in while maintaining an unmistakable individuality is what sets them apart, a secret that can be both alluring and perplexing. So if you're ready to dive deep into the allure of the lone wolf mentality and uncover why Sigma males captivate so many, stick around. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop as we journey into the fascinating world of Sigma energy. Let's jump right in. Reason 1. He doesn't need validation. Here's the truth, Sigmas. Most people, men and women alike, are wired to seek approval. Psychologists call this a deep-rooted need to feel accepted and admired. It's why people chase likes on social media, thrive on compliments, and base their self-worth on external opinions. But a Sigma? He operates on a different frequency. He doesn't need the world to clap for him because he already knows his worth. This kind of is rare. It's not based on how others see him, but on how he sees himself. And that by itself is both powerful and intimidating. Women who are used to being chased often find themselves puzzled by the Sigma. He's not falling for the usual games. He's not desperate for attention. When she tests or teases him, expecting a reaction, he stays centered, calm, grounded, and unfazed. It's not arrogance. That self-assurance sends a clear message. I don't need your validation to feel complete. And in a world full of approval seekers, that's incredibly attractive. He walks his own path, and the quiet sound of purpose is all the applause he needs. Reason 2. He values solitude over company. Picture this. It's Friday night. The world is buzzing. People are clinking glasses, crowding nightclubs, and curating highlight reels for social media. But the Sigma male? He's in a different zone, reading a book, refining a skill, hitting the gym, or simply enjoying his own silence. To some women, this behavior is confusing, even maddening. Why isn't he texting? Why doesn't he want to see me tonight? The answer lies in the Sigma's psychology. Solitude isn't a gap he's trying to fill, it's a choice he fiercely protects. Unlike the masses who surround themselves with others to avoid inner reflection, the Sigma confronts himself. He grows in quiet. This is tied to a trait often studied in personality psychology. Sigma males don't equate love with constant availability. They value quality over presence and thrive on independence. Some women, especially those used to affection through attention, may misinterpret this as disinterest. But to a Sigma, solitude is it's where he regroups, recharges, and regains clarity. And access to that space is a privilege, not a given. This self-sufficiency isn't just rare, it's powerful. And once understood, it becomes one of the most attractive qualities a man can possess. Reason 3. He's untouchably mysterious. Sigmas are like books written in code, complex, rare, and not meant for everyone to read. While most people wear their emotions on their sleeves, Sigmas keep their cards close. They don't overshare, don't broadcast their every move on social media, and don't seek constant validation. Instead, they move in silence, and that silence creates a powerful presence. Women are naturally curious by nature. Psychology shows that uncertainty increases emotional engagement. When someone can't predict your behavior, their brain becomes more focused on decoding you. This is known as When a woman can't figure out where she stands with a Sigma, her curiosity quickly intensifies into emotional fixation. But there's a twist. This intrigue often turns into frustration. A Sigma never promises full access. His vibe is calm, yet untouchable. You can be near me, but you'll never fully own me. That paradox keeps women chasing something they may never completely understand. This dance between closeness and mystery makes Sigmas unforgettable. Their strength lies not in what they reveal, but in what they leave unsaid. That's the secret. True value isn't about being an open book. It's about being a story worth decoding. Reason 4. He lives by his own code. Sigmas aren't rebels simply for the sake of rebellion. They are principled and disciplined individuals guided by a personal code that no one else can recalibrate. Unlike others who follow trends or seek approval, Sigmas live according to their own values and vision. Their life isn't about chasing popularity or fitting into society's expectations. This is often jarring to women who are used to shaping or influencing their partners. A Sigma cannot be molded or pressured into conformity. His sense of self is unshakable, and this level of autonomy can feel unsettling. To some, it might even feel like a challenge. The humorous truth here: trying to control a Sigma is like trying to put a saddle on a tornado. Good luck, cowgirl. This independence doesn't make a Sigma difficult. It makes him magnetic. His leadership is quiet but undeniable. He leads his own mission, and those around him can either walk beside him or step aside, but they can never lead him. A Sigma's way of life is grounded in this principle. True freedom isn't doing whatever you want. It's living by what you won't compromise. And that's what makes him a force that can't be controlled, only admired. Reason 5. He doesn't chase. He attracts. Here's a hard pill to swallow. Sigmas don't play the dating game. They don't use pickup lines. They don't compete with other men, and they certainly don't chase after women. Why? Because they don't need to. Sigmas understand a fundamental truth that many overlook. Attraction isn't about pursuing, it's about becoming. Instead of focusing on winning others' approval or trying to fit into social molds, Sigmas focus on becoming the best version of themselves. They dive deep into their passions, their purpose, and their grind. They build a life so solid, so fulfilling, that it naturally attracts the right people and opportunities. Women are used to men who pursue relentlessly, often seeking validation in ways that are obvious and transparent. So when a woman meets a Sigma who remains calm, unfazed, and doesn't shower her with attention, she may mistake it for disinterest. But here's the twist. It's not disinterest. It's filtering. The Sigma isn't chasing. He's discerning. He doesn't want attention. He wants alignment. Sigmas know that their time and energy are valuable, and they won't waste them on anything that doesn't align with their purpose. So when a woman encounters this kind of self-sufficiency, she may think he's playing hard to get. The reality is he's simply focused on being legendary, building a life that's irresistible by its own nature. In the end, the saying holds true. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are, become it. And when a Sigma does just that, he attracts those who truly resonate with his energy. Reason 6. He forces growth, not comfort. The final, and possibly most challenging reason women often struggle with Sigmas is that they don't play it safe emotionally. Sigmas challenge the status quo, question norms, and inspire change, not by giving motivational speeches, but by living with purpose and conviction. Sigmas don't tolerate mediocrity, whether from themselves or others. They won't enable excuses, engage in drama, or settle for emotional comfort at the expense of growth. This type of emotional pressure can be overwhelming, but it's also transformative. Pressure creates diamonds, after all, or it can break fragile glass. A Sigma is like a mirror. When a woman is around him, she's forced to confront her own potential. She sees the version of herself she could become. The powerful, self-sufficient, unapologetically authentic woman. But she also sees what she's avoiding, the areas of her life where fear, complacency, or insecurity are holding her back. This confrontation isn't always welcome. Not everyone is ready for that level of truth and self-awareness. It's uncomfortable to be challenged at your core. But here's the truth. If your presence makes them uncomfortable, grow anyway. Because growth is the only way to step into your full potential, and a Sigma understands that better than anyone. Sigmas understand this. You're not hard to love, you're just hard to conquer. Women aren't confused because you're doing something wrong. They're confused because they're meeting something rare. You don't fit their idea of control, of comfort, of convention, and that's exactly why you must keep being you. Your discipline, your solitude, your focus. These are not weaknesses. These are your weapons. Not every woman can handle a Sigma, but the right one, she'll honor that energy. Until then, keep building, Keep walking alone. Keep mastering the art of being unstoppable. Sigmas, if this hit home, then you're exactly where you need to be. Like this video. Subscribe to join this growing brotherhood of purpose-driven men. Drop a comment with your favorite Sigma trait, or a time you chose your peace over pleasing someone else. This is more than content. This is a movement. Apply the Sigma mindset. Lead your life. Shape your legacy. Having said this,